Okay, I'm not sure if anyone's seeing me. I'm doing this slightly differently, so it's a little bit teething problems, I think. So yeah, today we're broadcasting this through via Zoom. So the idea of this is that if you want to, I'm going to be here at the end of the session. If you want to just have a chat about anything that's happening, yeah, about what's going on in your meditation practice or anything else. But yeah, for first time doing it this way, this sort of interesting sort of procedure where you can go into Zoom and then broadcast what you're doing to YouTube, and then when the YouTube finishes, people can join me on Zoom. So there's links if you want to do that at the end. Don't feel you have to. It's just an option, just to sort of make open up another sort of line of communication if that's something that you'd find beneficial. I'm hoping the sound works. We'll see, I suppose. Yeah, so yeah, just to sort of introduce the session, if you are new to this. So my name is Gareth. I'm the bookkeeper here, amongst other things, on the council as well, the Nottingham Buddhist Centre. Yeah, I'm one of the people who does the drop-in meditations. Yeah, I'm also covering tonight, so if you tune into that one, you'll see more of me on a slightly different topic this time, I think. Yeah, the way these sessions work is that they're sort of intended for for anyone who just wants to be guided through a meditation, but also perhaps particularly if you are newer to the practices, they're there for that. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, please let me know, and also if there's let me know if the sort of new streaming technique is working. If there's any technical problems, please let me know and I'll try and fix them. Yeah, so the this week we are doing the mindfulness of breathing again. This time I think the sort of theme for today's session I think is going to be it's going to be just sitting. So so actually that space that is there at the end of the meditation, if you've tuned into these before, where we've gone through the mindfulness of breathing and whatever experience we've had, we're now on the other side of it. And then there's this space where there's nothing in particular that we need to do. We're not back in our everyday lives yet, and sort of there's an opportunity just to be in being mode without any particular expectations or pressures on ourselves to do anything. This session is going to be about that. So just expanding that portion of the meditation a bit, and yeah, just giving us more of a chance to explore and experience that that sort of note or that mood that comes at the end. So in many ways, there's nothing you need to do. There's what I'm sort of introducing is just sitting. So there is a particular, you can do that as a practice. In some ways, it's a difficult one to describe because you are just sitting. It's what it sounds like. It can be helpful to do it in just a chair. You don't need to set out with any particular intention. But what it's about, I suppose, and what that space at the end of meditation is about, just opening a space without any particular expectations, where we can just be with ourselves, allowing things to arise without the urge to, hi Sylvia, without the urge to act on them or move on. yeah, so yeah, in some ways it's easier to do in a chair where you're not in, yeah, sort of in a slightly more relaxed posture or something like that. But yeah, it's something you can incorporate into any meditation, and is helpful in a way to almost think of it as being the background or the base from which we start meditating and which we come back to at the end. Yeah, the more it can be really grounded in this sense of just a desire to be present with what's going on without any particular expectations, but almost with a kind of confidence that doing that is beneficial and positive. There's an element of confidence, even faith, I think, involved in being open in that way. Yeah, so yeah, I thought it'd be a good time to yeah, draw attention to that and spend a bit longer on it, rather than having it just as a sort of a parting note or something like that. Yeah, as I said at the beginning, if you have any questions or you just want to have a chat or anything else that's going on to do with the centre or your own sort of practice, then there will be a Zoom room open at the end of this, which you can come and have a chat with me. The link is underneath, and yeah, there's a link to it, and also the password is there as well. No pressure, but if you yeah, I will be there if you want to join me. But without further ado, I think we'll get straight into the meditation. So yeah, before we come to this sort of period of just sitting at the end, we'll be doing the mindfulness of breathing. So the usual 4 stages. First stage, counting after the out breath. Second stage, counting before the in breath. Third stage, dropping the numbers, just staying with the breath, having more sort of full-bodied experience of breathing. And then in the fourth and final stage, starting to focus on that point on the body where we first feel the air enter. So probably around there somewhere. Yeah, and I'll obviously be guiding it through, so yeah, you don't need to remember any of that. Yeah, if you want a sort of fuller guide through, it might be worth referring to the one a couple of weeks ago. There will be, as I've been saying, there will be a toolkit with full introductions coming very shortly. I've just finished part of it myself. But yeah, let's get started then. Unless there's anything else, or perhaps I'll just say a couple of words about posture as well. So if you want to set yourself up, if you're not already in meditation posture, whatever that means for you, yeah, and we're looking for that balance between groundedness, between being rooted and stable, and also being free and open and sort of almost with a kind of rising alert kind of quality. We're both talking about how it perhaps feels in the body, but also yeah, kind of intention. So we're really looking for that balance between being comfortable, being alert or present. Yeah, too far in one direction, we'll notice we become sleepy. Too far in the other direction, we're more likely to become I don't know, tense physically or agitated or something like that. If you do notice either of those sort of poles becoming bigger in your experience, then yeah, see if you can. You might be able to address some of that on the level of posture. But if you're getting very sleepy, seeing if you can sit a bit more upright, open your eyes, even if it gets really bad. Or if it's too far the other way and feeling very tense, just see if you can let go. It's always kind of quite interesting to a little exercise. Is yeah, wherever you are, just what happens if you just really try and let go? What happens? And the wonderful thing sometimes when you're sitting is that you can let go and you don't move anywhere, but it just suddenly feels very different. Yeah, but we'll leave it at that. And yeah, Settle into your position if you're not in it already. Closing your eyes. Calling to mind your intention, a reason for practicing, however that's defined or felt. Setting the intention to stay with the meditation, coming back each time we wander up. As we move into a brief body scan, really tuning into the body, how it feels, trying to come as close as we can to the actual sensations. And starting in the head and working our way downwards, softening and releasing as we go. The crown, the face, the jaw, the neck and shoulders, down into the arms and the hands. The belly and the abdomen, and the groin and the pelvis, and down into the legs. Taking in everything, feeling as much as we can that balance between grounding, relaxing, and rising, alertness. And just see what happens if you let go a bit more. Just trust that the ground, the skeleton is going to hold you. Moving into the mindfulness of breathing. In the first stage, tuning into the breath, the sensations of the air coming and going, and the different changes in the body. When you're ready, just starting to count, dropping in the numbers after the out breath. Breathing in, breathing out, counting 1. Breathing in, breathing out, counting 2. Carrying on all the way to 10 and then starting again. Each time we notice we've wandered off, gently returning to the breath, trusting that each time we do, we're gathering more of ourselves together. And if we find tension returning, or we've noticed it at a deeper level, we can always use the out breath to soften that. Imagine releasing and flowing downwards as we breathe out. And second stage, staying with the breath, but this time counting before the in-breath. Counting 1, breathing in, breathing out. Counting 2, breathing in, breathing out. Counting 3, breathing in, breathing out. Just carrying on like that, all the way up to 10 and starting again. Each time we come back, we can just pick up the numbers, starting from 1 again. Remembering they're just a tool. Doesn't matter how many times we have to start again. Moving into the third stage. Let go of the numbers, staying with the breath. Just taking the chance to explore all the different dimensions to the breath, its effect on the whole body. Is there anything there we find compelling? Anything that seems absorbing? It might be the way the breath softens the belly. The subtle way that we feel it in our hands and feet. Wherever it is, resting our awareness there. Working with distractions still. Making the most of that moment of mindfulness when we realise we wandered off. In the fourth stage, bringing more attention to that point in the body where we first feel the air. Allowing it to soak up our attention. Again, if we lose focus, or if our attention moves away, just reintroducing it to the breath. And notice the breath becoming softer, subtler, changes as we become more absorbed or more relaxed. Just allowing those changes to take place. And then gradually in your own time, letting go of the intention to stay with the breath. Moving in to a period of just sitting. So not especially trying to do anything. Thoughts will come and go. We're not actively trying to suppress them. We're not intending to follow them either. Remembering the body, noticing what's happening there as well. And whatever we notice, even if it's things that we want to move away from quite reasonably, restlessness, agitation, difficult emotions, just noticing they're there, trusting we have the space to hold them. If we're noticing the fruits of our meditation practice as well, that's a pleasant thing to observe. And this time we don't need to feel bad about not doing anything. We don't need to plan what we're going to do next. If those thoughts do come, that's fine. That's just what we're thinking about. We're just seeing if we can get a taste of contentment, not as something to be achieved in the distant future, but just as that state of being at some distance from restlessness, large enough to contain all the different drives we normally feel. And this is enough. In a moment, I'm going to ring the bell, and in your own time, you can open your eyes, draw the meditation to a close. And just seeing if we can make that transition in the spirit that we've been in contact with. Okay. Well, I hope that was helpful, enjoyable. Certainly enjoyed it today. Yeah. So yeah, I really am finding that yeah, that kind of space, spaciousness, and like deliberately seeking it out, and if possible, trying to touch into it in the day. Very, very helpful at the moment. Yeah, somehow it actually feels supportive of being active. Sort of, this is, yeah, being able to put things down for a little while and really allow myself to do that, encourage myself to do that. Sort of means that when there are things to be done, it's sort of it's easier to do that in a slightly cleaner way. Yeah. If you do want to have a chat with me about this or anything else that we do at the centre or that's coming up in your meditation, then there is a Zoom session already open. I'm broadcasting from there. Hopefully that technical side of it's worked today. Bit of a trial run. Yeah, come and have a chat. Yeah, the only things to say at the end are obviously if you are able to donate to the centre, that's much appreciated. We're almost in July now, so we're sort of looking at, again, sort of this £1,500 that we need to raise this month to sort of stay afloat. Yeah, it's been yeah, really wonderful the last sort of few months that we've been closed, and seeing that happen consistently is really amazing. Sort of strength of people's generosity, but yeah, just the need is renewed each month. Yep, so the link is there in the description. That should take you to the website, I think, and that will, yeah, there's a donation button there that you can find. But don't worry about it if you're not able to do that. You are, yeah, you are contributing to the Dharma just by practicing and engaging with the Buddha's teaching, with meditation. Yeah, so yeah, pat yourselves on the back for that. Yeah, we'll be back, or I will be back this evening. I'm covering the evening session as well, and then we'll be back on Friday lunchtime, and then again the same sessions next week. I think that's probably everything I need to say. Yeah, thank you very much for joining me, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Okay, I'm going to move over. Thank you, Sylvia. Yeah, see you soon. Hope you're doing well wherever you are. Okay, yeah, I'm going to end the stream now, but I will be on the Zoom if you'd like to join me.